have gotten rid of the guys that are chasing us, we went through a green lit vent. Once we left, we'll come here in this room. The intel just to the right hand side before you pick up your handgun. You can do it after, but no, we can now. And now once you drop down, proceed onwards past where you got the last collectible. Go through this gate, and eventually you have to slide under the stage. Then you'll see the next one directly right next to the bottom. Since I've been here already, I would remove the bottom. So pick it up. Alright, so for the next intel is one of you countering 3 or 4 of these right side right in front of you as you leave teleportation. Proceed on and you will find the next objective, like these grenades. When you do that, head to the right and you'll find the computer screen open into the Now for the last location, you will pick up the grenade and go into the doorway to the left and find the next And now for your third intel of the level. As soon as you go across this outside area, then you come back inside again. As soon as you head up the stairs, go to the first opening to the right in the lounge area, and you'll find your next intel on the couch. So now once you go to this bar section, you want to go through it and head through the next doorway. Once you get to this next area, there'll be the same sort of procedure where there's a bar on top and there's some more lounge down the bottom here. You'll see the intel on one of the tables, so make sure you pick it up before you leave. So now once you leave this vent, You want to kill all these people in this reception area. As soon as you go down the stairs, you will find your next intel next to the bush here. And then you'll find your next intel located on that desk there. But first, if you go to the left of the stairs, you will find a weapon part. And then the intel's directly on this desk here, before we leave. And now for the next intel, once you go through the courtyard and your buddies come down from the helicopter to help you out. Now once you proceed up these stairs, and your colleagues will help you as well along the way. As soon as you come here, you want to look to the right on the table here, there will be a next intel. And also you might have picked this gun up as well along the way. And now for the next one, this is very close by. Do a 180, go into the next lounge section. And you'll find this one on the couch here. Now this one is also close by. Go to the right and go back inside. You'll see another couch. This will have an intel, some armor and some health. And now for the next intel. This is located once you go through this memorial section. And then you'll go into the staff only room. Once you go in this room here, there will be a, what do you call it, weapon part. And then there will be an intel directly behind you. So now once you get into the memorial section where you see all the names of people who died and whatnot, this fence here will be turned on originally, but I've already turned it off. But in this room here behind you, in between, they will be remembered. Then you'll find an intel located on one of these couches here. There we go. So now for this intel, once you have defeated your second target of this level, once you proceed into the next area, just head directly straight. You should hopefully see this from the distance before you even enter this area. And that's number 10. And now for the next collectible. From the last location, do a 180 and go into the main area with all the hospital beds. And on the far right here, you will find some containers. One of them will have a phone next to it. So in this area, there's going to be, I'll say a lot of intels, but I'm going to show you the first three. So as soon as you enter this area, once you left the elevator, you'll see a gruesome scene. As you proceed through this hospital section, you'll see one nail to the right, and there'll be two of these into the door to the left, around about here. So let's grab the first one. Now let's go grab the next two. There's one here. And one directly behind you. And now for the next two intels from the last location. Now continue on with the story. So go the only way you can go. And it will be through here. Also in this room here, you will find another intel before we carry on a bit further on. And then from the last location again, go left and then find the doorway to the right. Go into these back rooms and you'll see the next intel here as well. Right, so once you see your first mutated enemy that breaks through the window right here. Now to the right hand side, go around the back, you will see a drone right here. So now, once from the drone, carry on as normal. And then your first door to the left hand side, you will see this next intel located on the computer monitor itself. So now for the next two intels, the one intel is going to be story related, you can't miss it. So as soon as you enter here, you'll get a cutscene. And then the next intel is located in the same room. Look underneath this chair or table. This is a very sneaky little thing right up here. And that'll be your next one. So that was the flight manifest was the one that's story related. Now, once you get the last collectible from the doctor underneath the table and on himself, you'll see the armory. Go to the right of the armory, and then for me, this is my last document, but for you guys, you still got a few more to go. Because this is my second run at the moment, but that'll be it. And now for the next intel, once you get to this doorway here that you can't get through, you have to turn it off. So follow the red wire, and then before you turn it off, you'll see the intel next to the dead body just on the shelf there. And now for the next weapon part is once we go through this very cool space and it blows up behind you. And then once you get into this room here, you will see the crate in front of you. Look to the right. Before you head downstairs to the weapon upgrade station, you'll find the next weapon part here. And now for the first thing we're going to find is the weapon part. When we start this level, we'll be dropped off right here on top of this table. And then your weapon part will be located just down below here. Conveniently right next to the upgrade terminal or chest. So now for the next weapon part, as you jump from these three, one of the three windows, you'll come down here into this little courtyard, do a 180, head back on yourself and head down. Behind this pillar here, there will be your next weapon part. And now for this intel, as we start into this next room, just head directly straight and you will find this one on the long table. So now for the next intel, once we go down this corridor here, we'll see our next target located directly in front. Here we'll command people to come after you. Turn left and then head down the steps. You will find your next intel located on the table there. So now this one will be quite a ways away, so you literally have to run back through everything that you've done fighting the different type of soldiers. And then you eventually get to this next section. We have to go across the courtyard and inside this door for the next objective. Now once you get here, your next intel will be located over the way there.
Sharpen your swords, sharpen your minds, purge blasphemous influences from your lives. Today you face the enemy with unflinching resolve. Even your violent, fiery breaths show no doubt or hesitation. The destruction of the cabal is imminent. To arms, my holy warriors. To arms. My precious warriors. You arrived seeking action. The destruction of the cabal is imminent. To arms, my holy warriors. To arms. My precious warriors. You arrived seeking answers. As your supreme patriarch, I provided enlightenment. I witnessed. Crusaders, the answers. As your supreme patriarch, Damn it. We got confirmation that Dr. Kramer is KIA. Our top priority now is recovering his research. Do what you can and pull out.
I'd like to apologise here, but the weapon part is located on the right side as you go into this new area. Okay, so for this intel, just carry on up now. It's the only way you can go, so just keep going around. And eventually when you get to this floor, there will be an intel located to the right hand side. So this is about, I think, 2 floors up from where the last intel was down below. So now for the final intel. So this is where we was before, originally, over that way. So all we have to do is just follow the only way we can. And eventually we get to a point where we need to jump down, because we can't go nowhere else. Jump down, stay to the left, and you'll see this intel right next to the window on the table here.
Shit, we got heat.
This one's located
There. The gate's automatic. We need to find a switch or something.
I think it's in this room, the one right next.
And now for the next one, once you go through the door that you unlocked, go through the storage area. Before you go left, you want to look to the right behind the pallet. So now for the next intel. Once you go through the spooky, scary locker section, when we get to a part where we go through the doors Also for this intel, this one's not really hard to miss because you have to go right next to the objective anyway to find it. So as we go into the engine room, when we get close to the objective, you'll see the map to the left side, before you go right. Go through the new doorway that you've unlocked, and before we go left, head right into this office space to find the next intel.
Safety warning. Significant increase in recent workplace accidents. 32 injuries, 74 deaths, 102 uncategorized.
As we take our gas masks off, which is broken, we want to go through any door that we can. As soon as we go through that door, take a sharp left and find a step
Location, Sublevel B19, Trash Compactor. Attention, morgue is over capacity. Recommend disposing corpses. Anomalous activity detected.
So now for this next location, this intel is once we've done the objective and then the elevator will fall down to the very bottom. Once that happens, you can gain access to this area. Once again, it's all part of the story. Now to get this intel, this will be located right next to where we make sure you grab the intel before you go further. Now this one was probably the most trickiest one to find. In the yellow area, so this will be the second time entering the station. Before before we jump down, you want to jump onto the ledge there up top.
Frag out!
If you do jump down, you drop it off. So you can get back up if you need to. So now I couldn't get back up, but eventually you get to a point where you drop down. This time you come back up. As you drop down, if you look around, there will be an intel located down here. So for this very last intel, this one's not really hard. The one
What the sakes? Oh, we knew he'd be alive. We're trying to destroy this crystal, whatever it's doing.
If you look left straight away, you'll also find a weapon part. This horizon, there will be another weapon part just before you break.
Welcome to Horizon Towers. Your investment matters to Horizon. We are on the verge of a breakthrough in anomalous sciences, and we need your help. Together, we can change the world.
Watch my back! I'm moving out!
We are suffering higher attrition this quarter. We are in a growth phase, and growth requires sacrifices. We aren't going to change the world by playing it safe. We made mistakes. Some people died. We'll try again and again. And when we succeed, we'll save the lives of millions. Copy. Mount. That ain't never shut up. Okay, people, we're almost done here. Did you hear that? I don't think nothing. Pick us up.
Curses. So this was all the knowledge we could recover. Is this even enough for the apothecary? Anything is more than enough, brother. I envy your positivity, Elder. All we can do is carry the Patriarch's torch. Anything less will only bring shade to his illumination. Forgive me for speaking candidly, but can anyone even walk in the Patriarch?